All right. First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wabrakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Now, there is a certain curse in particular that I want to focus on, and it's really the curse of a lot of these women being our enemy. Okay, these women really hate men today here in the West. All right, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son and toward her daughter. So women, they're supposed to be delicate. Women are supposed to be feminine. There was a time that women were so feminine, she may not even set her feet on the ground. Her husband may make sure that his wife's feet wouldn't even touch the ground. But nowadays, women are so masculine, not only does the bottom of her feet touch the ground, she'll be bare feet, the bottom of her sole's dirty, ready to square up with a man. Okay? Because these women of today, they got spirits on them. Let's just be honest. The Lord is only dealing with the elect, men and women. All right? Anything outside of the elect of the nation of Israel, the Lord ain't giving a damn about. These women are against us right now. They're against their own sons. They're against their own daughters. They're against their own family. That's why a lot of women, they don't see twerking in front of their children as a bad thing. They don't see allowing men, sneaking into their house late at night, not even considering your son is watching you, woman. Your son sees what you're doing. You're not slick. A lot of women doing OnlyFans. In today's society, women have been upheld to a very, very low standard, to where the accountability and the shame has been totally taken away from women. But all these things are going to come to an end eventually. And right now, we're not in our power. But people can understand that we're not in our power just based off of our women, based off of how low our women are. And not just our women, a lot of these modern day women. Just look at how they act. Okay, they're not delicate whatsoever. And their eye is clearly evil towards their husbands, whether it be their baby dad, whether it be just men in general. Okay, these women have become an enemy. Lamentations 4:1. How has the gold become dim? And the gold is representing the Israelite man. How has the gold become dim? It has become dim because of the curses. Women are against us because they see that we've become dim. These women don't really respect us right now. How has the gold become dim? How has the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. So we are likened unto gold. But really, we've become dim gold. We're not shining like we once were. The beautiful thing is, though, as a man in this truth, you're being made more precious than fine gold. Okay, and that's going to attract women on its own. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man, being a man of the Lord, more precious than fine gold, every man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So right now, yeah, we might come off as dim gold. We ain't shining to our full potential. But the days going to come, we are going to be made more precious than gold in general.
Notification.
That's what we have to look forward to. And these women are going to see it. That's why the scriptures tell us that our people are going to be willing in the day of our power. These women are going to see that we're more precious than fine gold. And it's going to be on this side. And sometimes, I kind of get offended thinking about Isaiah 4:1, because it seems like that's going to be a time where women are forced to choose men of the Lord as like a last option. You know what I mean? That's why we're going to be very, very, very stuck up and strict on the women that we deal with. Me, I'm going to be an asshole. I'm not playing with you women. If you wicked as hell, don't think you're going to come to me because of your breasts and your backside look real nice. Okay? The day's coming, seeing that we're already in World War III, it's not going to be a good time to be a whore. Okay? I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. But right now, going back to Lamentations 4:1, right now we have become gold that's, foggy looking. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out and the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as the earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of potter? So how do we go from basically being gold to some normal looking vessel? How do we go from being gold to a cracked vase? How did this happen? Because of the curses. So seeing where our women are, seeing how foolish our women are, it's really just a sign or a token how low we've become as men. Job 39:17. Because the power had deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has deprived these women of wisdom. That's why they can't understand how you can have multiple wives, but they feel, well, if you can have multiple wives, why can't I have multiple men? You'll bring up, a lot of the evil things that women do, and they'll say, well, men do it too. It's always some tit for tat with women. Just because you got tits don't mean everything got to be tit for tat. Okay, we're coming into a time where a lot of you wicked women, the Lord is going to shut your damn mouth. He's going to shut you the hell up. I'm tired of hearing you women, man. You wicked, evil ass women who don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm tired of you. And the Lord is going to smash all you women. You're already getting smashed by Tyrone, but the Lord going to smash you by putting y'all's asses to death. Okay, because a lot of you women, let's just keep it real. You're fucking stupid. All right. And you're going to die in your stupidity. You're going to die in your foolishness. Okay. Because the power had deprived her, speaking of the woman in general, had deprived her of wisdom. Neither hath he imparted to her understanding. No matter how you try to break it down to a lot of these women, how we're different, how the Lord gave us certain things that we can do and certain things that they can do that the other sex just can't do. They really have a stumbling mentality when it comes to trying to understand this wisdom, because really it's not for them, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has deprived the majority of these women to where they really feel like the position that they're in is based off of, went to the wrong scripture. It's based off of their greatness, and it's not based off of their greatness at all. Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. So a lot of these women, for the most part, they're foolish because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has deprived them from wisdom. That's why a lot of women will support whores. A lot of women will support the wickedness of women. But when it comes to men, all daggers to the neck, because a lot of women, for the most part, are hypocrites. Women deal with hypocrisy. Women deal with respect of persons. A woman will stick up for a woman just on the fact that she's a woman. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to smash all you wicked ass bitches, man. All right? Period. I'm not arguing with none of you hoes. The Lord just going to kill you. All right? Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. So this wisdom is too high for these women to understand that we are different. Yeah, we've been brought low, but that doesn't give you women a pass to keep disrespecting and insulting your man. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So women have passed us. Why? Because we become like dim gold. We're not in our prime right now. We fell off. Okay? And it shows. That's why these women, they can disrespect you. They can insult you. Try to break your confidence because they know you don't have power like that. Which just shows you their fucked up nature. How long will thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? So a lot of you Israelite women, you're backsliding. You're not acting how a woman should act. You're going off society standards on what a woman is supposed to be. You're going off society standards on what a man is supposed to be. Women will say they want a masculine man, will be the first ones to support homosexuality and transgenders, man. Gender benders. You women are the biggest supporters of filth. But when it comes to doing things right, you women are the biggest rejectors. Because you women, for the most part, you're wicked as hell. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to fucking destroy the majority of you women. Okay? Period, point blank. How long will thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And why did a woman compass a man? Because it all goes back to the curses. Not because of a woman's greatness. Not because the Lord decided to say, you know what? Instead of making man the head of woman, I changed my mind. I'm going to make the woman the head of man. No, the Lord did this as punishment. Now, seeing that the Lord is doing this as punishment, you'll have a wicked woman say, see, it's the Lord doing it. So I'm justified to be like this. You're the one that messed up. You know, women will find any excuse to be demons for the most part, right? And I keep saying for the most part, because we're not going to sit here and say every single woman thinks entirely the same. But one thing about women, they have a lot in common. And what they have in common is they really lack understanding on differences. Women will say, well, if you can have multiple women, then you would have to be rich. You would have to have the money to support them, which is true to a degree, but you don't got to be rich. You don't got to be rich to provide a woman with food and clothing and sex. That's all you're really supposed to provide for a woman is food, clothing, and sex. You don't have to be rich to do that. But a woman will make an excuse. Oh, well, you ain't rich, so you can't have another woman. You know, these are the things that women say. All right. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. And the children can go into Esau, Edom. Okay. Children can also go into these women. That's why a lot of women will put a man on what's known as child support. And in a lot of cases, you're not supporting the child, you're supporting the woman because the woman is the child. These women have a childlike mentality. They're very immature, they're very insecure. Okay. And seeing that they're the weaker vessel, they'll try to break you down by shredding at your confidence. Okay. They'll try to break you down by trying to hack at your masculinity and destroy your legacy, destroy how others look at you. Okay. These women of today are worse than scorpions. They're worse than snakes. As for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them. So when you look at the majority of Israelite men, they're letting women rule over them. They're letting women make decisions. Women are oppressing them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. You have men, they can't even go hang out without asking a woman to leave the house. You have men, let's say they paying all the bills, they doing everything 100%. they still have to ask their woman when they can leave the house. They still got to ask their woman when they can do this or when they can do that. Punk ass shit, man. A lot of you men, you're going to be fucking destroyed too. All right? Because really, when it comes down, you're the problem. Women are the weaker vessel, and seeing that they're the weaker vessel and they're punking a lot of you men of today, the Lord's going to kill you too, man. Oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path. So these women have led the Israelite men to destruction. Now you look at the modern man of today, they're highly effeminate. Okay, so let's go to Micah. Do I want to go to Micah? Yeah, let's go to Micah. Chapter 7 and verse 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. So seeing where these women are, okay, seeing how stupid women have become, how useless most of these women have become, we have to bear the indignation, okay? And the Lord is still going to punish these women. These women are not off the hook just because the Lord is using them as punishment, okay? I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is mine enemy, because these enemies of ours are many, and these women are included. Okay, these wicked women, not all women, but all these wicked modern day women, they are deemed enemies. Okay, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, because a lot of these women right now, they're shameless. And shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Even if a woman doesn't say, where is the Lord thy power, she may show it just by how she acts. She'll show it by her narcissistic attitude. She'll show it by trying to oppress you. Okay? Mine eye shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And we're in World War III right now. Okay? This isn't a good time to be a whore. It's not a good time to be a slut bucket. Because in times of war, men are looking for women to ravish. Okay? Men don't give a damn if your body's laid out dead. For some of these guys, they'll take it that way. Okay? So a lot of you women, you've been deemed an enemy. You're wicked as hell, and the Lord is eventually going to bring you women down. Let's close it with this, Sirach 25 and 7. There be 9 things, and the number 9 goes into judgment or finality. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. And the 10th, 10 goes into obedience. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, which you can't do right now in a lot of cases, because of this kingdom. And then on top of that, you might have a woman who's oppressing you, preventing you from having joy in your children. Okay, putting you on child support, oppressing you in a manner of ways. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Okay, Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy, who's eventually going to fall, shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So we're coming into a time where you women are going to witness your downfall, and you are going to be put right back into place because you women have lost your goddamn minds. You're running amok right now. You're unbearable. You're intolerable. But guess what? Us men in this ministry, we have to bear that indignation, and there's not a lot left to bear. All right, we're in the time where the Lord's just going to start cold killing a lot of you women. You women are not off the hook. We don't play that respect of persons. When it comes to this truth, we see men and women on equal playing fields when it comes to judgment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close it up and give all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Wa Rakak Wadash. Shalom.